そうですわね。なんだか癒されますわね。素敵な眺めですこと。
本当ですね。
ちょっと。
Got that. 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 Like you, 'cause you got that something that I need in my life. So give it to me. 'Cause got that. Like you, 'cause you got that something that I need in my life. That I need. So 'cause got that. Like you, 'cause you got that something that I need in my life. So give it to me. 'Cause got that. Like you, 'cause you got that something that I need in my life. That I need. So 'cause got that.
Hello boys and girls, and hello fellow feed enjoyers. Let me make one thing clear. This is not a video about like being positive at all times or not being salty. We all are, obviously. And usually if you can't stand the heat, basically literally in this context, then fuck out of the kitchen, right? Like this shit has merit in life and is a good principle in most scenarios. But there was always in Tekken this type of behavior disgusted me to no end. Because it is a skill issue, right? With all of these people, it is a literal skill issue and it gets unreasonable. Especially in fighting games, this shit is like full of scrubs. Full of scrubs and toxicity like any other competitive game, right? But fighting games have one additional quality, I would say. For some reason, or like the reasons are like psychological, it gets personal real fucking quick, doesn't it? Everyone knows that feeling when you feel that hell sweep or that hop kick. That shit was kind of personal, right? So it is pretty fucking insane. And I just want to basically combat a bit of this behavior in this community. And it's 50-50, right? Most of comments on profiles, or like at least 50%, are also like, hey, GG's, cool game and shit. But this type of behavior disgusts me because it has also a gatekeep effect, right? Because these players simply insult characters instead of labbing them, right? So for me, I want to call this out, and funny enough, one player in there I know. And it doesn't surprise me that he wrote this because he is literally an Omega scrub. So how did I even came up with this? I made a Jin review, right? And there was a Lily player. And I contacted that Lily player to basically... I wanted to have her green forest elf Lily customization because I think it looked fucking dope. And I added that player. That player first even thought I was adding her. I always use character gender, don't ask me why, I'm just mentally ill. But that player was even saying that she was hesitant to add me because people harass her all the time. Like literally adding her to talk shit and stuff. And this goes, I had one player telling me, people, obviously like a waifu player, yeah, of course, right? Telling me she had to put the profile on private and doesn't basically accept friend requests because people literally send her gore and shit. Now, some people now will think this is funny. And now also some players will write comments either, yeah, but they play Alisa, what do you expect? And they are obviously just blue rank fucking scrubs who are hard stuck and have no idea how to deal with Alisa, and instead of hitting the lab, they are just crying about shit, right? Because let me tell you, this is also a thing. When a pro player complains about a character, they also do that, right? They lap that shit. They know what they complain about, right? Like, there is a difference between Joker saying something is like maybe cheap or carried or busted or whatever, but he's fully in the know that, yeah, I also play fucking busted shit, because this game is busted. The power level is fucking absurd on every piece of shit in this game. But there's a difference when a blue rank literally goes out of their way to write on like other, like either per like PlayStation messages or go on their profiles to write this shit, even though they couldn't ask me the very first question about this character, right? They couldn't provide me a good answer on a basic question about this character, and I tested this myself. I literally went and in certain when I had the opportunity, ask these scrubs basic questions about this character. There will come a video honestly, I'm so hyped to finally do, to execute the king of scrubs in this community, Drag, who is just an unbelievably small-dicked bitch. It is the most hilarious thing I possibly ever have done in front of a screen. And I will make that video, trust me. But it needs a bit of preparation also first, because I need to introduce you properly to that piece of shit. But this is my thing, right? This type of shit, this type of behavior is A, self-gatekeep, super weak ass, and as much as people now want to say, brother, back in the day in the arcade, motherfuckers were threatening you with knives and Uzis if you like threw too much, like, guys, fuck off with that shit. Like, this is a problem we have that A, let's be honest, it goes against every character, right? People insult Casio players with like Casino, no skill, whatever. People insult also Brian players. It doesn't matter, right? But usually when it comes to my personal experience, it is aimed at basically the part of the community, roughly the half, who plays certain characters. And I have a problem with that because I see and also people can, it's funny because people cannot attack me because I literally can play their character better. Every character. In 95% of cases. Obviously, there are 5% people that will play the character better than me and have better execution and shit. But I literally have footage on my channel of landing Tonchet upper in real match in Tekken 7, Perfect Electric. I played fucking Akuma and could do the combos. So people don't need to come at me of like, oh, is this like, are you protecting yourself here basically because you're a waifu bitch? No, I play everyone. And that's why I'm better than you. So that is where I come from, right? You cannot attack me like this. It doesn't work on me. I have a bubble around me, like a paladin has casted that shit on me, and I'm just not vulnerable in this type of shit. I can play your character better than you, in 9 out of 10 cases. So it is aimed at like the parts of the community that play like waifu characters and whatnot. Like I would say in more than usual, right? More than usual. And for me, I have a problem with that because for me, these players are my brothers and sisters, right? We are all in this shit together and we should all learn from each other, right? If you have a problem with a certain matchup, just slap that shit, right? You can do it in game, you can do it on YouTube. For every character we have shit. So it's just weak-minded. And also the observation I made personally in my personal experience is it also comes, well, it is what it is, right? It comes from players who play characters who are like deemed to have like a higher skill floor or some BS on fucking blue ranks or some shit, bro. I don't know what they talk about, like blue rank Bryans or like blue rank Jins. And it comes a lot of the time from them. Let's be honest about it, right? Let's be fucking honest about it. And also in my personal experience, do you know who won and duns me the least? Waifu players. They just play the game. They enjoy that shit. They just want to play good ass Tekken. And do you know who won and duns me? A lot? Yeah. I don't need to say it, right? Yeah, I don't need to tell you, right? The players who have like these fake egos. Right, and when they get fucking destroyed, they feel like I'm not gonna rematch this because it makes me feel not skilled at the game, which I'm actually not. I'm just a bitch. So let me give you my favorite story when it comes to this. It's a Jin player. Yes. It literally happened. It is the most fucked up thing I've ever heard coming out of the dog shit, brain rotted mouth of a Tekken player. So it was, I don't even know how long ago it was. It was like 2nd month of the game or 3rd month of the game. I was on Victor Chevalier. And I encountered this Jin, yeah? Blue ranks or something. And he won and he did the karate taunt, right? It's like the like karate Jin taunt. I'm like, all right, let's go. I'm like, okay, let's go. It's that I'm ready. Like I'm like, okay, let's do that, bro. So I fuck him up, obviously. Then I key charge. Then he plucks me. I'm not kidding. He then added me and says, what the fuck, why you key charge, bitch, blah, blah. I'm like, brother, you literally taunted me. First, even. Like, what do you mean? I thought this is like, okay, let's have some toxic fun. Like, whatever, bro. And he was literally saying, that Jin taunt, that is a sign of respect. But what I did was toxic. And that is why he then plucked me. I mean, can you imagine? Like, it's a shame, right? It's a shame that these type of weak-ass players gravitate towards Jin Kazama. Because obviously they want to see themselves as like anime protagonists, because in real life they are fucking maggots. And it's a shame that like real Jin players, right? Like sick players, they have to deal with that stigma, right? That these people bring to like the image of Jin Kazama, unfortunately. But yeah, he was literally telling me that. He was literally telling me that. I mean, that is the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard. And it obviously, unfortunately, comes out of the mouth of a brain-rotted dog shit Jin player. But yeah. Now let's move on to the victims, the Lily players in question. So let's start with Asha. So how did I meet this player? I already teased it out of a Jin review. And again, I added this player. Do you know what this player, the first thing that player wanted to do? Because she felt that I was a bit mean to her in this review, she immediately said, I want to first to 10 you, motherfucker. I'm not kidding. Isn't that based? Like, is that not the most based shit? So, we played first to 10. I 10-0'd her, obviously. I wanted to also give, like, maybe a bit of advice, but it's always, this is why I don't play against people. For, like, advice if, like, someone at Fujin, like, says, hey, maybe you can play me or something. Because it's really difficult to play people and then formulate advice. But she took it on the chin and was like, yeah, I probably need to get better, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And it's sick, right? Immediate, like, just let's first to 10, let's play. Fucking insane. So, and now I want to go into some of the comments, right? If you look at this shit, like, this shit is literally, it is not funny. So, we have a Sneffoot, worst player I've ever seen, and you know where this is coming from, right? People write this after they have lost. Worst player I've ever seen. Dude is smashing his head on every button he can find. And this player lost to that. Exactly. She even writes it, right? And yet, you lost to that pokey. How based... What is this of a reaction, by the way? How based is that? And yet, you stupid bitch lost. No skill, only flowcharts. It's funny, right? Realize this, right? This shit comes from a place where these players got destroyed by this shit. And they say like, oh yeah, you only use flowcharts. Brother, if you know that's only flowcharts, you should have immediately identified this flowchart and blown up this player, right? And then Sneffoot, right? Blah, blah, good luck climbing ranks. You will never reach anything higher with the flowchart spam. And now, get this. I mean, brother. First ever fighting game, and I'm already in Kishin. Mate, you got nothing on me. I'm literally cringing right now. I'm literally fucking cringing, bro. What a weak ass comment that does nothing but only show your own insane insecurity. This is fucking insane. And again, you might think this is like harmless banter and shit. It is. Obviously, you can say that, right? It is just toxic chat comments, right? I have 60 pages on my profile full of that shit. Full of that shit. But to me, it's about players that are a little bit more sensitive than me. And now you can say, oh, if you're a weak-ass bitch, fuck off. Look, there's also enough GG's comment on that profile of that lady player, right? But it's about, we have players that literally feel unwelcomed by this. And I think that is really bad, because I enjoy all of those characters. And I don't think players should feel like that. And obviously now you can say, you will never change that, brother, just deal with it. It's not that big of a deal, right? Okay, you can have your opinion. For me, I just want to make fun of this shit, that maybe less people do that. And maybe God knows, maybe I'm just doing a Discord specifically to hunt that you can give me targets like this and I can clown on their gameplay and publicly humiliate and shun them. Because for me, this is not what a community should be about, right? And this character hate in general, to me, is mental illness. You have paid $60 for this game. You realize that, right? Every single character in this game is content you paid for. How stupid are you to not use that? To not play that? The content you have paid for, you stupid idiot. That is how I see it, by the way. So, God, this is ranty and a bit all over the place, sorry. Here you see, we also have the like GG's comment in this shit, right? So just to show, right? It's not everyone, it's not even the majority. I think it's like somewhere around 50-50. See? Sick Lily and all of this, right? But then again, like typical spammer, zero skill. And it's like, you lost to that, right? It's fucking insane. Now, I want to give also props to this player. I just want to highlight this because this was like magical that a player like this, who has to deal with this shit, is asking me immediately for a first to 10 and shit, right? Which these weak ass bitches would never do. I mean, the one guy under the GM video who flamed Lee, I literally said, yeah, he wanted to like, I wanted to play him because I was like, brother, you are a dog shit ass player. You have to shut your mouth around here. But hey, you can play me, you fucking idiot. I will destroy you. Never heard from him again. Now, second player is Crazy Rabbit. This is gonna be really fucking funny. So, do you know how I met this guy? Or this, again, I always use character gender. This was like months ago. Yeah, sorry, I wanted to do this video months ago, but whatever. So I was on Ling basically smurfing. And that player, it was basically apparent, right? I was in blue. I mean, I wasn't really smurfing, but like not objectively, but actually I was. And I destroyed this guy. But do you know what he did? Even though it was like pretty apparent, immediate rematch. Like I was on Ling, yeah? Immediate rematch. Immediately run the set. Immediately run the set. Like that is a real player, and I want more people like this in my community, okay? More like this Lily player. Yeah? So, it gets really funny. Look at these comments, yeah? 1,300 hours and still mashing. How trash can you be? Again, this guy lost to that, right? How can you be this stupid? I pressed homing attack like 100 times and you still sidestepping. So, this player couldn't condition this rock solid, like mentally untouchable Lily player. Couldn't condition him. And is like mad. But I did a homing attack. Why are you still sidestepping, bro? Like, yeah, your mind game is just weak, bro. What do you mean? Weak masher. Again, lost to that. Are you a bot? Lol. Like, lost to that, right? It's so weak. It's so weak. I will show you also a comment on my profile, which is just the best. But now it gets really good. Yeah? Wow, didn't know mashing buttons like a fucking monkey would be so effective. Yeah, against you, because you don't know how to deal with that shit. I would say GG's, but I'm salty because I just lost against a chimpanzee with a serious... So, and he also is called Scrub Hardstuck. I mean, he's even a bit ironic about it, which I will give to him, but it's fucking insane. But there you see again, GG's nice Lily. Now it gets funny. Do you see this name? ZWO3. Some European players who play Tekken 7 will know this guy, I'm pretty sure. Jesus, stop playing Tekken 8, please. Your playstyle is cancer. Now, this guy plays Eddie, and he also did play Eddie in Tekken 7. Why do I remember this? Because when I was on this profile, this guy was blocked by me. Like, there was like, you blocked this player, do you want to show the comment anyways? I was like, huh? Let me see, who is this? And I was like, this guy, holy fuck. So this guy was like hard stuck around purple ranks Fujin in Tekken 7, even though he plugged and literally like safe scummed and shit. I'm not kidding. This player plugged on Eddie. Was hardcore running flowcharts And when he got fucked up, he was either one and dunning and plugging. I'm not kidding. People can confirm this if you're from EU and you have encountered this guy, because every time I played a new character in Tekken 7, I used to run into this idiot. And once, like, he was literally adding me, talking shit. I was obviously insulting his IQ, as you should. And yeah, it's just a one and done. It's crazy. It's crazy. A literal plugger who ran knowledge check flowchart playstyle on you in Tekken 7 is saying your playstyle is cancer. Now, also, what is very, very interesting, do you see this? So that is one of his accounts, where you can literally see, like, also super hard stuck Eddie, right? I mean, brother, like, this is not even Tekken King rank, right? If the elo is correct, this is around, like, blue ranks and shit, yeah? Brother, I played Tekken, like, I played Eddie, it was, like, the most free, I have, like, a 90% win rate on that motherfucker, to, like, Tekken King. It's literally free, because, yes, no one knows how to deal with that shit. No one has the knowledge checks down. It is literally a free Tekken King. I'm sorry, but Eddie players will confirm this. And this guy is just, he's so fucking dogshit. He plays the game for years and gets run over by a Lily that is just having fun in the game, but writes this shit. I hope he sees this shit, bro. Now, but do you see this? This is really, really sus, isn't it? So a second account with 60 wins on every character around, what is this region? Around, like, Tekken Emperor, I would say, the elo points. 60 games on all of them. I don't want to call him out, but it feels like, it seems to me, he maybe has a secondary account on which, like, he, like, takes, you see when this was, right? Where he takes, like, plugs and shit to, like, boost the ranks up a bit, and then, I don't know, does he, like, stream on that with a higher rank or something? It seems really, really weird. I'm not gonna accuse him straight up of this, but I'm just gonna say this shit is really, really fucking bad. Now I will show you one of my favorite comments, because so then you know it is not only it doesn't matter what character, right? So look, this guy writes to me, amazing expression of skill. Testing out the new edition, a DLC character. A great job. So what did I play? He was literally accusing me of pay to win Heihachi. Yes, it was there. I was just testing him out. I think it was launched, I don't know. And I literally wrote to him multiple, like 2 comments telling him what actually is up. So I want you to listen to me. I want you to listen to me. I wrote this to him. 1 out of 2. I'm doing you a favor now. I went through the demo. I literally did. He was a last player. I literally went through the demo for you. You are way too aggressive on wake up. You spring kicked needlessly. In the last round, you dead ass do back 3+4 on wake up twice. You never followed up your -1 state, even though I literally showed you every time. I mentally respect the hit there. You never mixed your timing in dynamic silent entry. You can stay in that stance for a moment. Works wonders. You whiffed forward 1+2 twice in 10 seconds. In the last round, you literally do forward 1+2 on whiff into forward 1+2. You pressed after Heihachi's Hell Sweep, which is +8 on hit. You pressed into down forward 4 twice in 1 round. So down forward 4, I always down forward 4 1+2. I press for the -12 counter hit. You whiffed your orbital 4 times, which is respectable considering the range on that. You dead ass did lightning screw round start like a literal green rank. This is already like blue ranks or some shit, right? This is already blue ranks. So that is 1 demo out of like one or 2 games. I say, listen, you could have asked me for advice. I whooped your ass on a literal day 1 Heihachi. I can play your character better than you. You lost, and you lost for a reason, because I am better than you, and I am not good. Big picture. I'm trying out every character, blah, 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 blah. You would do better if you asked better players for advice instead of scrub quoting like a little bitch. Now, I didn't get a response from him, which doesn't surprise me. But maybe, I think he still plays the game. Maybe I'm gonna check his gameplay out if he has grown. I mean, how long is this ago? 6 months or something. Maybe I should check him out, you know? If he has grown as a player. I expect not. I expect not. But this is what I mean, right? This is what I mean. This type of mindset goes. Everyone is doing it, right? Please don't take it as like, oh, you are defending waifu play. No, everyone is doing it, right? Everyone is doing it, right? He is accusing me of doing pay to win with Heihachi, right? Even though I literally listed out every single instance where he literally killed himself, and I could have played Mokujin, right? And would have fucked him up. So I just want to get this message out, guys. Don't behave like this. I go out of my way to leave comments of encouragement on players' profiles, maybe a little bit of help or advice where I see fit. I want to make it, because this game is so salt-inducing in itself, right? So frustrating, especially with, let's be honest, with when you lose to a heat mix-up, right? Or after like a heat smash on block and you guess wrong and you're dead. It feels, you can get really mad. Let's not, maybe for this entry of Tekken 8, let's not, you know, fester this character hate and shit. Let's not do that. Let's not do that for this entry. I encourage every single one of you who is listening, if you play on Steam or like PC, or you play even on console, right? Maybe write a nice message to someone, you know? Maybe write a nice message to someone. And I know at the end of the day, it is what it is. Everyone's souls, right? Now people will tell me, oh, but you are a GM cocksucker and a main man meat rider. How main man also insults characters on stream and shit. Yeah, he insults the characters. Yeah, he insults the characters. I have never seen, please don't come at me with this. I have never seen main man go out of his way to another profile of another member of this player base and write, you should fucking kill yourself, stop playing this game, we don't want you here. I have never seen that. And to me, I want to encourage this behavior more, which I have also gotten. Roughly 50% or 40% of my comments are also bro, GG, amazing. For example, here Churchill, GG man, you are a goddamn unicorn man, a Ling that knows neutral, GGs, right? Like these types of comments. And also do it on PlayStation. Just maybe, honestly, maybe we are starting with this, right? Let us, who is right now still listening, let us start with this. How about we do with this dragon emoji shit, right? We spread this now. Every one of you who is playing the game, per session where you play it, write one comment or write one message to a player that is like a positive message of encouragement. And maybe let's do it with the dragon emoji. Or like something dragon related, or greetings to, or you know what Finn told me to tell you, you have sick neutral or something, right? Like let's spread this, okay? Because at the end of the day, I know it's a salt fiesta out there, but don't take it up. Don't aim it against the players. They are the brothers and sisters. You know, this is what a community should be. I'm not saying and again, it's so difficult, right? Because people will always accuse you of just being a bitch. Just being a bitch. Well, maybe I am. Maybe I'm just a softie, you know? Maybe I'm just a beta male. Could be. Maybe I'm just fucking insanely beta. But I think it's better to encourage players and not, you know, make them feel unwelcomed. You know, there is a reason videos like this, yes, I watched it, I've listened to this gentleman, exist. You know? He just wants to play the game, and it is goddamn annoying, right? It is annoying then if all the interactions you have, and again, sorry to interrupt myself again, yes, there's also positive shit, but that's not how the human mind also filters very negatively. But there's a reason these videos exist, right? There's a reason people say this, that Tekken is like very toxic, and it makes players feel very, very unwelcomed. And there is something to that, you know? Imagine someone who has never played a fighting game before, wants to start with this, and thinks like, brother, fighting games, they have to be insanely sick because they always talk about the FGC, like the global whatever spirit of the fighting game community, and it's about getting good and improving, right? And the community always helps each other, right? There's so many guides. Fighting games has the most like sick YouTube content creator scene where people explain and teach you the game, right? And they think it's ultra sick and ultra like they encourage each other. And then they play this game, and the first thing they hear, you fucking carried ass Dragunov dog shit, fuck out of this game, you piece of shit. Is that what the FGC is? To me, it isn't. And I'm doing my part, and I would encourage every single one of you to do your part as well. And please don't get me wrong, I also saw it in front of my screen and scream, literally, like an autist, mentally ill. I do that. I do. But I don't go out of my way to make players feel unwelcomed. With that, I think I'm now at the end of this. I will do the drag execution in the future. This guy is gonna fucking you will see what I did to him already, because it's already done. The only thing I need to do is make it into a video, and it's gonna be fucking hilarious. But okay, this was a bit sorry, this was a bit all over the place, but everyone who is still right now listening of you, I just want to let you know, thanks for in the Thai video, a lot of you went to him, like, again, I think more than 30 people actually, and wrote the comment, you know, let him know that this shit is appreciated. He also has written a comment that he found that shit funny. So yeah, there is gonna be, I have so many videos ideas, guys. I don't know why I now do it in this video and like tell, but I have so many videos on list. This video I wanted to do 3 months ago. I'm not kidding. But there always comes new shit then, right? New shit comes, and then like, oh, I need to do this now. And I have a whole folder of like videos that I want to do. A whole fucking folder. It's goddamn crazy. But I want to actually learn some legit editing, and then I'm like, oh, do I now learn how to do this, or do I make the video, you know? Do I learn how to like really edit and not just cut things or doing an overlay or something? No. I'm talking about literally like hardcore, let me do some animation here, let me do more with like keyframes or like a tracking to make funny shit. And that stuff is not that easy, but I will for now, I will not go away. You know, I never wanted to do this. I never wanted to make YouTube content on a regular basis. I just wanted to go in, have my war with Brazil, and then fuck off. But you said, well, this shit is kind of funny, and you know, this is kind of helpful or funny or whatever. Maybe you do some more, and now I enjoy it. So yeah, for the foreseeable future, I'm not gonna go away. So see you next time.
Tout prêt à se jeter sur moi, c'est pas ma faute à moi. Si j'entends tout autour de moi, hello Elite, moi Lolita. Moi je m'appelle Lolita, collégienne au bar, bleu de méthylène. Moi je m'appelle Lolita, coléreuse et pas mi-coton. Si j'entends tout autour de moi, hello